Welcome back to 3D Sounds. In our latest video about the Zoom H1 Essential, I promised you that we are going to make a video about the forgotten Zoom H3-VR. We bought this recorder back in 2018, but then after purchasing the Rode NTSF1 Ambisonic microphone, this one was way too long in our storage. But why do we have it again? Well, I will tell you this at the end of the video. I know this recorder is from 2018, but if you're still interested in purchasing it and you want to know how it sounds like, then maybe this video is for you. When I record with the Zoom H3VR, then I always record in the Ambience format. Now, if you're making videos with this recording device, people actually have 360 visuals as well, so we don't really have that. So we can't export these files with 6 channels, meaning the first 4 channels would be the Ambience, and then you have channel 5 and 6 for stereo. Now what we're doing is, since we don't have 360 footage, we export these files in stereo, binaural stereo, and also we try 5.1. And if you have a 5.1 surround system at home and you watch this video on TV, maybe you can already see that function if you click on the wheel. And then please let me know in the comments down below if that really works, because I can't see it because we don't have 5.1. Important note, if you're right now in the settings and you see that stable volume is turned on, please turn it off, since it can really affect the recordings in our video. If you would like to have the original sound recordings from the Zoom H3VR, then you can find them in our all-in-one bundle and on our Ko-fi account. So now let's get your headphones ready or your speakers, and let's enjoy the scenery of Hong Kong and Xiamen. So I've set up the Zoom H3VR here in this tunnel, so we can record the room tone and maybe footsteps, people walking by. There is a water flow in the distance, so we can record this as well. All right, let's have a listen. Now there is a light breeze in here, but I think it should be fine with the foam alone. But now later on, I think it's good to have the whole wind protection around it. But still, I'm pretty sure everything's going to be fine, because it is not really windy. So a foam should be able to handle that kind of breeze. Now let's pack up and see what else we can find. And we made it to the Monster building. We've been here 4 years ago, and I thought I don't really want to record the soundscape within because there's just too many tourists right now. And here outside the building, I find it way more interesting. So now let's have a listen. All right, I think we got a really nice soundscape. Now let's go inside and maybe we film, maybe we don't. I bet I can find at least 1 or 2 signs that says, do not take photos. Let's see if I'm right. So I was looking around, but no signs anymore that you can't take photos, so things have changed. Now when I think about it, 4 years ago when I recorded sounds here, now when you look around, that really shows me how important it is to record sounds, especially before they are discovered by influencers, YouTubers. Because of course more and more people want to see it, but it loses the charm and the authenticity of the place, in my personal opinion. So that's why I'm really happy that I have these recordings from 4 years ago, because right now I could not record here because it's just not the same. It's different, it's a different sound, but it's also more challenging because people talking, people have music. Again, there's a coffee shop here. So it's just not anymore a residential area. It still is, but not in the same way that it was before. And we made it to a residential neighborhood here northwest of Hong Kong. So what I'm doing is I'm bringing this all the way up. Hit the record button. I think we got a really nice moment here in this residential neighborhood, especially here with the light. And it's quite different than when people watching videos about Hong Kong, more of the hustling and bustling area. But this here is very quiet. And the moment when he came down with the dolly rolling around, I think it was really nice soundscape here in this very secluded area. In our last video about the Zoom H1 Essential, we were inside the ferry. Right now we're in Xiamen and we're outside. And when the automatic speaker stops, I'm hitting the record button and then we have a listen. Oh, no, how it sounds like here by holding it right here. Just gotta wait. So we made it just in time between the talking. Now we go to the island and see what else we can record over there. I can tell you for certain, we already spent a month in China, traveling to many different parts around the country. And when it comes to sound recording, I can tell you that it was definitely the most challenging time for me to record sounds. And even here on that island, I can still hear music now coming from the photographers over there. But on the way, I passed a fisherman, and he had also music playing while he's fishing. So it is really, really hard. So now we're gonna try to get over there, and hopefully we get some ambience. Let's do it. Positivity. Jayo. I think I found a really nice spot so far. I can already see the water is coming in, but also a few ferries just passed by. Let's just have a listen really quick before somebody turns on the radio. It's another beautiful day in Xiamen, and mind you, it is November and we are here on the Mountains to Sea trail, which expands over 23 kilometers, and many of these parts are on these elevated bridges. So we are here on eye level together with the forest. And what we're doing is, as you can see, we're going to record the ambience. And I also want to show you how I utilize my bag right now together with the Ulanzi light stand. As you can see, I brought this up. Now, when people walking by, I could get a little bit of the vibration, but I also save space. If I would just put it right on, then maybe people that are on their phone would walk right in. So it's another great way, and it's another reason why I bought this bag, because it stands, as you can see. So that saved me a lot of time setting things up. So now let's press the record button and let's listen to this ambience. Hold on. Oh, I have a problem.
What's wrong?
The battery just died.
Oh, fuck, I'm sorry.
This is it. I don't have any extra batteries.
You didn't charge them? You didn't bring them with you? You have nothing?
I don't have anything. I think we have enough recordings. Now let's find a nice place, sit down and talk a little bit more about the Zoom H3VR. Now let's talk a little bit more about the Zoom H3VR and who is this recorder for. Now when I talk about myself really quick, back in 2017 when we started out with sound recording, we had the Zoom H1, the Zoom H6, then we upgraded to a Zoom F4 and then the Zoom H3VR. Now in our case, the reason why we purchased this recording device is to create more diversity within our all-in-one bundle. So not just stereo and mono, but also having a multi-channel format. In the beginning of the video, I told you that I'm going to tell you why do I have the Zoom H3VR again. And over the last couple of years and months, we get emails about the question, do you have spatial audio? But not about first order. Some, but mostly, and that's very surprising to me, second order Ambisonic. And that's why we purchased the Voyage Audio USB Ambisonic microphone. But the reason why I'm using the H3VR is I got a little bit of a hiccup with this microphone. Voyage Audio knows about it, and now they're sending us a new unit. So I already prepared myself to have a backup. Now I'm going to use it, and that's why we're also making this video. But maybe you don't want to sell your sounds, you just want to have them for your own private collection. So how can a recording from a Zoom H3VR or maybe a Rode NTSF1 Ambisonic microphone benefit you? Now in my example, when we went to Thailand and recorded water buffaloes in an open field, I had the Rode NTSF1 fixed in one spot, and then the water buffaloes with belts keep walking around. And then later in post, I could just use these recording and then listening and move in post with the herd, with the belts, and then just export the sound how I would like to have them. Now, if I would have used only my stereo microphone at this particular situation, then the only way I can change the sound is by going to the microphone, changing the position, but then I would have maybe risk of the herd just walking away. Full disclaimer, I'm not a professional sound engineer, and I also don't try to sound like one. However, there are many videos about Ambisonic from professional sound engineers that you can check out. And also our next video will be a comparison between the Zoom H1N and the Zoom H1 Essential about the Voyage Audio Ambisonic microphone and the new Tascam FR AV2. Also, Greg Simmons is going to be back on our channel. So thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you on our next video.